The early 2000s was a golden period for Valencia, with back-to-back Champions League finals and winning La Liga twice in the space of 3 years. They had legends like Gaizka Mendieta, Pablo Aimar, Ruben Baraja, David Silva and David Villa, to name a few, and they were considered one of the big dogs in La Liga. However, not all good things last. As the 2010s arrived, so did the debt and Valencia's freefall, selling their best players just to balance the books. And over recent years, despite a few top 4 finishes, they found themselves at the wrong end of the table on more than one occasion. It's time we change that by injecting a Wonderkid every single season and bring Valencia back to the top of La Liga, winning it, and also get that coveted Champions League that they failed to do in the early 2000s. Let's get into it. So let's get into it then. So let's go and take a look at the Valencia squad. So speaking of the club legends, one of those club legends, Ruben Baraja, is actually in charge of Valencia at this moment in time. That's something I didn't know. So there we go. Ruben Baraja is in charge. In terms of the finances, they've actually got nearly 77 million, should I say, in the balance, and they've got £25 million as a transfer budget. They've got pretty good facilities, youth recruitment, youth coaching, and all that jazz. So in actual essence, where we're starting is not really that bad. It's a decent sort of starting point. Now, of course, with this, we have got the updated database, which means we do have Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid. So Real Madrid will be very hard to topple. In terms of the actual club, then, we've seen the facility, we've seen the finances, but in terms of the debt, they do have a fair bit of debt. Probably 250, 260 million, which, 2 or 3 of these Wonderkids to be sold, not too bad. And if you've seen the other videos, I won't bore you with a long explanation of the rules. I'll flash them up on screen, but there's going to be a bit of rapid fire rules coming at you right now. For each season, we spin the wheel once and we will get one Wonderkid. The potential ability decided by the wheel is final. There is no respin wildcard in this one. Every time I move the potential ability of the player up, the current ability will go up the same in order to help them facilitate getting to their potential. In order to also help facilitate and get into their potential, we will change their personality types to be on the better side. We won't make every single one of them model citizens, but we will be making them fairly professional, determined, spirited, resilient, all those kind of semi-decent to good ones. I cannot get involved in any transfer dealings whatsoever, so if the players are going to leave the club, it's finito, they're gone. I can't get involved. I can't re-sign them to new deals if they're in loggerheads of a new contract. However, I can facilitate loan moves to help them reach their potential. And of course, all Wonderkids will be coming from the Youth Academy, and it will all be done via names that appeal to me / position. Primarily it's going to be a name. A name's going to speak to me, and that's who we'll go with. Now, the wildcards. So the wildcards in today's experiment, we've got 3 of them. One of the suggestions that you guys have said up to this point is, every time when you spin the wheel, can you remove the value? And I'm not too sure whether that's going to be the right thing going forward. That being said, today we are going to test that and we're going to see how it goes. So today we will be removing the value. So wildcard number 1 is, at one point I can choose not to remove that value. So if I get, say, a 197, 198, 199, 200, I will be able to say we're not removing that value. But we can only do that once in the 20 seasons. So I think that's a fair little wildcard to use. The other 2 wildcards, well, today we're going to go with these 2 wildcards. We're going to go with 2 Wonderkids instead of 1 in a season. But we're going to go with the super wildcard 3 Wonderkids. Is that going to be too OP? This is my next point and my next question. Someone made a suggestion. And I said I'd forget their name, and I bloody have. You know who I'm on about, because I've commented back to you. So this is your shout. And I'll tell you what, in the edit, Editor J, flash up their comment. There we go. Editor J can get me out of trouble for my shit memory. Right. The idea here is, in these future ones, we have a pool of wildcards, 12, 15 or whatever, and we spin a wheel for 3 wildcards at the start. Some of them could be bad. Some of them could be, detrimental. It could be sell the best player, lose 10 potential ability or something. Some of these. I want your ideas for wildcards to put into this wheel. It can, and as outlandish as you want. If I hate them, I won't use them. I want to fill out this wheel of wildcards because we all love the wheel spin, and it adds an extra element of jeopardy for the experiment. And I'm loving these experiments. You guys are too. But actually, about 76% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. So yeah, if you could subscribe, that'd be bloody nice. Anyway, those are my 3 wildcards today. Do not remove value, 2 Wonderkids and 3 Wonderkids. The 3 Wonderkids one might be a bit overpowered, but hey, we've got to try these things. It's a learning process. We're learning as we go, and we are evolving these experiments every single time. with the help of you guys. So as I say, do leave your comments down below of other teams you want me to do this with, of course. I'm always open to those suggestions. I loved some of the suggestions from last time. This is a suggestion from last time, Valencia, and I think it's a bloody good one, which is why we're straight into it. And then wildcard suggestions, because, yeah, love that idea. Absolutely love it. So shout out to whoever it was. But of course, we do not do anything in this first season because, of course, if you go to the under-19 squad, there is no regens. I don't know who this David Atorbi is. He's got one of my regen faces. That's a mistake somehow. I don't know how that's happened, but is David Atorbi a real person? David, if you're watching, let me know. Not very controversial. Oh yeah, 156 potential ability, not bad. Looking at the youth team, actually, to be fair, they've got a few players that have got a fair bit of ability. You've got David Atorbi, you've got Ivan Valero. That's about it, really. That is about it. Anyway, go to 2024. Okay, so the first season, we've actually done really well. We've qualified for the Conference League with Valencia before we've even actually done anything to them whatsoever. So the goal in this experiment, of course, is to take over Spain and dominate, beating Real Madrid and Barcelona and win Champions Leagues. Now, by qualifying for the Conference League already, you might think probably going to be quite easy. I think it's going to be quite easy to break into that top four. Granted, I do not think it's going to be easy to overthrow Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid are so overpowered on this game, especially now they've got Mbappe. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. There you go. They've won it by 12 points ahead of Barcelona. Endrick, of course, 197. Kylian Mbappe, 197. So we're going to have two players at 197 for Real Madrid. Fantastic. If Endrick can get there, of course. You've got Vinny Jr. at 190. Rodrigo potentially going up to 185. Who's now considered an emergency backup. Oh, because he plays on the wings. He's mainly a winger, isn't he? And of course, Ancelotti loves himself a diamond, so he's probably on his way out. But then you've got Camavinga, Jude Bellingham 195, Camavinga 180. I mean, Jude Bellingham at 195, a lot of players have had a little boost in a data update that I've downloaded from Steam Workshop, I think. Was it Sort Out SI or FM Scout? One of the two. I downloaded a data update which has done the updated transfers, but it's also given some players an attribute boost based on how they've performed. I think Jude Bellingham is one who has very much deserved that boost. Is Endrick still on a range, or has he been put in as a whatever? Anyway, there you go. Real Madrid won the league. So we are about to get a player. And who shall we get then, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'm looking over the names here. Oscar Blanco, I quite like the name of, but he's already got a 141 potential ability, so he's already passable. Oscar Blanco, centre-back and defensive mid. I mean, he is literally going to be squad option. He's better than half the first team squad if he gets to his potential. So I feel like utilising him straight away. But how much is he going up by? We've not even spanned the bloody wheel. What am I doing? God, I bet you all in the comments already. Jay, you've not spanned the wheel. I know I bloody haven't now. Let's go and spin it. So here we go. The wheel is spinning. And we're at 185, ladies and gentlemen. 185. Not a bad start then. Not a bad start indeed. Now, who do we go with? Back to where we're looking at. Well, we're limited by options, of course, because of the regens. We haven't got that many here at the moment. Now, I like the name George Mutt. I mean, I'm sure it's not pronounced George Mutt. He's positionally a bit all over. He's fairly ambitious, which is not too bad. His hiddens are all right. I'm quite happy with those. His injury proneness at 14 is not great, though. Do I change that? Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to go and mess around too much. I don't want to make it too easy. I think maybe we can help Valencia out towards the back end of the experiment if things are really sort of going south. But with the extra Wonderkid and then the 3 times Wonderkid, I think maybe an injury-prone player is not going to be the worst thing in the world. And also, he's a potential ability of 77 with a current ability of 31. Going up to 185, he's already going to be up at, 139? So he's already going to be squad option. So let's go with George Mutt. So we'll start editing. He's going to be, let's just change his birthday. Right, 17 years young, edit club contract. We were going to go with full time. Just give him $5,500 a week. Now, Spain, I think they've got to have release clauses in. So let's just give him 100. Let's do a £100 million release clause. So he's 17 years old. He's now on a full-time deal, and the attribute details goes to 185, which means that goes to 139. Now that will automatically change these attributes when there's a specific date in every month for every single club in the game where you get the arrows to go up or the arrows to go down on the attributes. That's where their training attributes update from the previous month. On that date, if you've changed the current ability in game, a few people have asked this, do I go in and edit these manually? I do not. The game will automatically update these attributes for me, so I don't need to go and do it every single time. But that's the process that we go through on each player. And so George Mutt being our first player at 139, he'll probably play as an attacking midfield left or an attacking midfield centre. Now, Javi Guerra is 156, so he's not going to be better than him. He's going to be as good as Diego Lopez. I mean, Javi Guerra can play defensive midfield as well. So, you know, the option's there. So when we move to the next season, 2025, so he's now up at 145. He's improved by 6 attribute points over the last season, and he's not really played, has he? He's played for Valencia B, and then he's played a couple of times across different competitions for Valencia. So maybe a loan move might have been wise, really, for George Mutt, but I don't know why I didn't, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, hang on. What's happened here? Oh, Ruben Baraja has been sacked. He's now unemployed. He's not got bad ability. He's wanted by Ipswich, Torino and Reims. Ralph Hasenhüttl's the manager of Sheffield United. Isn't he the manager of Wolfsburg? Why has he not gone to Wolfsburg in this universe, this data update? That's an oversight. It's like no one else cares about Ralph. We've got Mauricio Pellegrino, who was at Cadiz. He was at University de Chile. Vélez Leganes, he's been at Southampton. Alaves, he's been at Valencia in 2012. Assistant manager of Inter, Liverpool. Under 19s of Valencia. Oh, is he full-time manager? Yeah, he is, yeah. 163 days. Okay. So he's ingrained in the furniture of Valencia. Is old Pellegrino. Well, hello, Pellegrino. Not the best current ability and potential ability, so we'll see. So how did we do last season then? 13th. Well, no wonder we got sacked. No wonder Baraja got sacked. Awful. Absolutely awful. And look at this. 96 points for Real Madrid, walking away with the league. You've got Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, all over. Brahim Diaz, Tchouameni. Look at that. 9 player of the matches for Bellingham. They're all over the bloody top charts. Courtois with the most clean sheets. It's going to be a tall ask to get past Real Madrid. Well, how did we do last season in the Conference League? Snuck past Rapid, lost to Roma in the semi-final. And it was Chelsea that beat Roma. Cole Palmer and Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall with the goals. So George Mutt didn't do much, did he, unfortunately? But he's going to get another little friend. So how are we going to decide that? Of course, you know the drill by now. We're going to spin that wheel. All right then, so there we go. The wheel is on its way round. 185 has been removed, as you might have been able to see. Oh no, I've probably filtered that out. Anyway, it was 174. 174. And who have we got? I mean, we've still got players from last time. We got Oscar Blanco, of course, but again, I'm not going up by 33. No, thank you. Angel Mesa, Diego Valverde. Diego Valverde was here last time, I think. Yavi Garay, Antonio Alborz, Elia Capello. Oh, I like that. Elia Capello. Italian as well. Like, it's not like Spain need the help of all these wonder kids. Maybe we should go into some of the other players, other nationalities that come through. We've got Tahir Barama, Moroccan, and we've got Guinea-Bissau's Agostino Balde. Angel Boix. I kind of like Angel Boix, but he's 15. Elia Capello's 16. Angel Boix will be here next season. He might be next season's, the Boixmeister. Jesus Hernandez, 147 as well. Yeah, they've got some really good players. I mean, look at this. Luis Rubio that's come through, 169. Like, he is literally on the cusp of becoming a wonder kid that we would create. You know, a bad spin of 170, and he's only 1 attribute point better off is old Luis Rubio. To be honest, the player that we're going to choose now is only going to be 5 attribute points better off. And I think we're going to go with Elia Capello. I want a left back. I don't know why. I want a left back. What's he going to go up by? 54. So it goes to 174. So 54 would be 127. Okay, so, and how's that going to fare for the squad? Cedric is at 114. Alvaro Tejero is at 127. They're both wing backs and defenders. Dimitri Folquier at 130. He's on loan at Vigo. Why is he out on loan? He's your best player at fullback. Nelson Semedo at right back, 148. Okay, so 148, but left back, we're really wanting Daily Sink Graven, 124. We need a left back. It's almost perfect. I've chosen a left back. Jesus Vasquez can play there at 129. Again, all in the 120s. We've not got anyone who's absolutely rocking it. And George Mutt at 145. Is he like what? Where is he? He's the 5th best player in the squad. Mukhtar Diakabi, 146, and Mukhtar Diakabi, Nelson Semedo, both defenders, don't even matter. Fran Perez can play on the wing, and Javi Guerra can play in the cam role. George Mutt should get more game time this season, and I think Elia Capello will get some game time this season as well. So when we move to 2026... George Mutt's not improved at all, but he has played a bit, okay? And Elia Capello has played a bit for Valencia B and Valencia A. He's improved to 139, so he's now probably one of the better players in the squad. Mauricio Pellegrino is still here. George Mutt's the 3rd best player in the squad, and Elia Capello is down here, but probably the best left back in the squad. We finished 7th, getting Europa League football. Lovely to see, isn't it? Lovely to see. Right, we are back in Europe once again. And Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid are the two teams that have won the Spanish Cup. We haven't won the Spanish Cup since 2018. And of course, going back and looking at the actual leagues, domestic leagues, winning it back here in 2003, 2004, and also winning it in 2001, 2002. A few third places and a few fourth places, but it's really sort of, the club's been run poorly. Valencia, isn't it, really? So that's what we're here to change. Mauricio Pellegrino is going to get another Wonderkid at his disposal. But first, we need that current ability. Spin that wheel. Okay, on we go. The wheel is on its way round. And, 198. Well, I feel like it's wildcard time. It's wildcard time. Now, it's a bit early for 3, isn't it? Because I feel like we're going to lose some of these players. So, we're probably going to lose some of these players in the next couple of seasons because we're not quite up at that upper echelon. So it's going to be the 2. The 2 Wonderkid. We've removed 198. Or should we not remove it? No, we've not removed. We've removed it. We'll remove it. So who are we going to do? Angel Boyks, 100%, going to 198. What's that? 82. Oh my God, he's going to be up at 165. He's fairly professional as well, 6'1". He's going to be a good player. Bit slow, great finishing though. We'll see how they improve him. I feel like so originally when I was saying like 141, like Oscar Blanco was a player that would potentially be in and amongst the squad. I don't think he would be now. And I feel like moving him up from 1 for 1 by 57 gets him to a 163 current ability. I think that's a really good foundation to be at. So I think we're going to go that with Oscar Blanco. Like as a centre back, 160. He's going to be in this. He's going to be in the team as a centre back easily. And then up front, Hugo. Yeah, okay. Both our players are literally going to be in the first team squad. Let's go to the next season. What on earth has happened here? £9.75 million. How have you let him go for that little? He's on £205,000 a week. I don't know what's happened. Here. How is it so? I mean, it's only worth that now. Oh. He probably was on a wage, but once he started playing, he probably asked for a new deal. And I bet there was some sort of clause, the clubs in the Champions League or something, put in his contract. Oh, you dickhead. Whoever gave him that contract, whoever sorted that out. Oh, brilliant. So there we go. Wildcard fucking wasted. Brilliant. Congratulations, Pellegrino, or whoever it was. I hope he's been sacked. Look how good he is as well. Angel Boyks. He's still here. Oh my God, he's quick, he's strong, he's got good finishing, he's got 8 off the ball, good composure. He is just good at passing as well and crossing. He could play on the wing actually. He's very good, very good indeed. George Moore is now up at 158 as well. He's been playing a lot this season, 32 games. And Elia Capello has also been ever present this season with 34 games. Not ever present, is it? Because we've got a 38 game season. We finished in the Conference League, finishing 8th. Or in the Conference League position, should I say. Vinny Jr. with 29 goals. Kylian Mbappe with 22. Rafinha and Ferran Torres were the best players in the league, funnily enough. And then you got Jude and Tchouaméni with the top assists. Jude was 3rd. Real Madrid won it again by 5 points. The gap to get up there is massive. And we did not need to lose that Wonderkid. We did not need to lose him for 9.75 million as well. If he was like 50, 60, 70 million pounds and we could potentially replace him with some other good players, absolutely. I'd be like, well, it's a bit of a kicker, but hey, at least we've got some money. No, with less than 10 million. I'm fuming. So that's another thing that we're working against. We're working against ourselves here with a minimum fee release clause system in Spain that if new contracts get signed, it might be a problem. Maybe we need to put higher wages on to begin with, or maybe I need to put high release clauses in. I don't know. But I'm sure I would not have put £9 million. I would have put a much higher release clause in. So it would have been something that's happened. Anyway, look, it is what it is. Spanish First Division. We finished 8th. There we go. 2 goal difference. The players are playing in the squad. We've got 3 of them in the first team. We're about to get a fourth Wonderkid to join the ranks. Hopefully we can keep hold of these 3 and the 4th one can join the party. But first, of course, it's time to spin the bloody wheel. And with the 198 last time, it's probably not going to be as good this time. It's going to be a 178. Yeah, stopping at 178, slap bang in the middle. It'll do. And who do we go with then? Let's have a look. I mean, Luis Rubio is improving very nicely. Very nicely. I mean, there'd be no point doing Luis Rubio, of course. Francisco Nguix. Quite like that as a name. We might come back to him. We'll pencil him in for now. He's only look. He's only 30 away from his ability as well. Maybe another season and he might get a bit closer. We'll cheese it that way. Chichu, Razvan Mihai, who's Moldovan. Borgia Company. Borgia Company. Board of your company. Borgia Company. I don't know. Look, Borgia Company. I thought it was a funnier joke there. There obviously wasn't. It wasn't even a joke. It wasn't even good wordplay. It was abysmal. But I like the name. I like the surname Company. I like that. Borgia Company Limited. Would your company sell? Just Borgias? I won't blame you all for clicking off at this point. Borgia Company's the man. What did the wheel say? 178. Of course it did. Right. 178. So that's 107. So 178. And that means he goes to 152. We just had Angel Boyks come in at 198 in these positions. Do we need Borgia Company? I've already done it now. He could go on the left instead of Diego Lopez, 152. George Mutt playing central midfielder. We've got no manager. Pellegrino resigned, went to become the manager of Argentina. And Scaloni, they actually swapped jobs. He resigned as the manager of Argentina, came to manage Valencia, and got sacked. And I'm going to blame him for Oscar Blanco. Scaloni, enjoy unemployment. Bit harsh, wasn't it? That was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Right. Okay. Yeah, 8th. What's the media saying? Things were going to be 6th, so we've underachieved. And of course, the Media Dream 11 is all Real Madrid and Barcelona. How's Hendrick getting on? Has he improved at all? 149. 149. Still considered a youngster. He's at 20. He needs a bit more game time, if you ask me. Needs a bit more game time. Coming off the bench a lot. Give him a few more starts. Oh, you've got Arda Güler at 157 as well. I mean, that's the last one to buy Arsenal. He's looking pretty decent. He's bought Alan Varela. 2028 then. So Borgia Company is still at 152. He has played 30 times though. He's played a lot of games this season. Only 9 of them were off the bench as well. So the fact he's not improved from 152 is slightly alarming. Angel Boyks is now wanted by Barcelona. He's worth, God's sake, not going to get that much for him, are they? Oh, hang on. He's on £15,000 a week if they put a new minimum fee release clause of £86 million. At least he's more than 9 million, but he's worth more than 86 million. I give up. Oscar Blanco at 189. Depressing. AC Milan are just winning the league. Roma won the league season. George Mutt has had a good season. Elia Capello has also played only 20 games this season. Has he been injured? Yes, he broke his ankle. That's why. And we finished 10th. 10th. We're going backwards, ladies and gentlemen. It's like everything I'm doing is not having an effect. Alvaro Arbeloa, he got sacked as the manager of Fiorentina. Under 19s manager of Real Madrid when he started. He's now here at Valencia. And his ability is 155 potential. Not bad hiddens. Coming in at the right time, Alvaro. When did he come in? 171 days ago. Didier Degarde got sacked. Alvaro Arbeloa has been given the benefit of the doubt, it seems. It does seem. What's the tactic that he's employing then? So it's a 4-3-3 defensive. And yes. Okay. Let's have a look at the under-19 squad. And who shall we go for? So if we spin the wheel first, let's go and spin that wheel. Here we go then. And so I'm thinking, who should we go for ability-wise? So right, 190. 190. Okay, I'm looking. So we don't need a forward. We've got Borgia Company who can also play on the left. We could maybe get someone for the right. I'd kind of like someone in the middle or in defence. So let's go down. Right. I mean, David Malero is close to his ability. He's 18. Javi Garay is actually a 176 potential ability. Did I ever even mention that? I don't even think I noticed that. So I'm glad I didn't do anything with him. He's actually just amazing. He's 18 years old. If he can get, he should easily be able to get there. He will get himself in there. We've got the Gill triplets here. John, Oscar and Ruben, apparently. Oscar Gill, well, we're not going to go for him. I mean, he's from the Philippines, so he's not a triplet with John and Ruben. Be a nice jump from that, but we've just had a left back with Elia Capello. I did say I liked Francisco Nguix. I might get him. He's between Ruben Gill, who's got 80 current ability and 124 potential. What are we going up to? 190. So it's Ruben Gill or Francisco Higuita. I've not even got a coin to flip. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go with Ruben Gill for the simple fact that we've got Javi Garay and Luis Rubio, both players who are good. Luis Rubio has got a higher current ability, so he's going to be closer to getting into that first team. So we're going to go with Ruben Gill. 190, that's going to be 66, and that means he's going to go up to 146. There we go. Nice maths. He's fairly professional as well. Not to do much with any personalities. Unambitious. We do something with Francisco. If we do Francisco next season, personality's got to change, boy. Right, 2029 then. Right, we kept all of them. Borgia Company is wanted. He's at 154, wanted by a few people. George Mutt is wanted by Villa, City and Tottenham. Again, we got a new contract. £76 million release clause. Like, stop with these low release clause. Angel Boyks is still wanted. He's now wanted by Arsenal and AC. Elia Capello. Ruben Gill at 148. He's played a few times this season, actually. 11 starts as well. Brilliant. Okay, right, Valencia. Arbeloa is still in charge. We finished 6th. Europa League football. Look at that. Three players on 25 goals. Mbappe, Vinicius and Isaac Romero. Fair enough. So 6th, Europa League football. That's got. Look at Real Madrid's domination here. Embarrassing, isn't it? Ruben Gill's playing. Elia Capello's in the starting lineup. George Mutt. So Ruben Gill and George Mutt are there together. Angel Boyks on the left. Borgia Company up front. Actually doing it that way round. Sometimes this game, honestly. Javi Garay has made his way into the first team. He's up. Right, I did want a centre-back, didn't I? I think we're going to go with Francisco Enguix. We're going to bring him back to be 17. He's only 22 away from his potential ability, so he's going to have a right jump. At the very least, he's going to be at 148, and that's if we get a 170. Of course, we don't have a respin, so if it's 170, it's 170. Let's do that spin, actually, before we get sidetracked talking about hypotheticals. We can find out the actual abilities straight away. Go on. 186. Oh, I thought it was going to be 173 then. So we've been blessed again with another good one. 186. And that's going to be Francisco Enguix. So we're going to quickly just make him a year younger. He's now 17 again. We lose some years of growth, don't we? So we're going to get one back. What did he land on? 186. 186 from 97. So that's what, 89? 75 plus 89 is 164. Yeah, it is. He's 22 away. Well, I should have just done 22. 186 minus 22. What an idiot. Right, ambition. We'll go 14. And everything else is looking all right, actually. There you go, spirited. That's all right, isn't it? Everything else is actually quite good. It was just the ambition that was low. Fine. Right, brilliant. I'm actually quite happy with that. And... oh, very brave. Love it. Love it. Right. Okay, Francisco, welcome to the club. Let's go. To 2030. Oh... dearie me. George Mutt has gone to Man City for £76 million. Put better release clauses on him. Angel Boyks has gone to Arsenal for £86 million. 192 current ability. £86 million. If you stumbled across Angel Boyks and George Mutt in your save games with those two release clauses, you would be like, you'd lose your mind, wouldn't you? Oscar Blanco as well. At £9.75 million. That looks like you've bought him from somewhere like Colo Colo or something, doesn't it? Not Valencia. Awful. Absolutely abysmal. So we've still got 4. We're back at 4 Wonderkids now because we've lost 2. 2 of our best as well. The 2 best. There we go. There's your wild card. Angel Boyks and Oscar Blanco. There you go, Arsenal and AC Milan. Share that wild card between you, dickheads. Oh, Arbeloa was still here and got us in the Champions League. Right, 4th. We're making moves. We're on the way. Low scoring league. 17 was the golden boot. Mbappe best player once again. Real Madrid won the league once again. Still playing the same tactic? Yeah. Right, so Enguix has not gone centre back. He's gone as defensive midfielder. But hey, look, he's playing. Take it. I'm happy enough with that. Borgia Company then. So I'm glad we've got Borgia Company because he's now playing up front. He's no Angel Boyks though, is he? He was playing up front anyway. Elia Capello and Ruben Gill. Javi Garay is up at 164. So happy days. He's played a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good to see. I'm really pleased at that. Who was the other Wonderkid in the under 19s and whatever? Valencia B? No one in here. Valencia B. I think we've lost him. Whoever it was. Right. Under 19s then. Wheel. A bit all over the place. I've been floored by those 2 players leaving, actually. It's that's really upset me. It really has upset me. 173. Not going to make me mood any better, is it? Right. Who are we going with? I think we're going to go with a centre-back. I want a centre-back. I mean, we've got a forward. I don't think we need to get another forward. And we could do with a right midfielder, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that judgment call at this juncture. Yeah, able. Yeah, Abel. Yeah. I'll see myself out. Martin Fawns, Pablo Alborz, Anthony Ayadele. Oh, Anthony Ayadele has got horrific potential ability. He could get to his potential ability, and then we could do the jump another season. He's only going to be 16 away anyway. But we don't need a central midfielder at the moment. We've just got matey boy Yavi Garay come up as well. So we're not going to bother with a central mid, even though we have lost one. We're going to balance the team out. I'm going to go with... Oh, do I go with the goalkeeper? Not this time. Not this time. Not at 173 either. I want a better goalkeeper than that. I want at least 185 plus. So I want you guys to remind me of that when we get to the next 185 plus. So I'm going to go centre back. I'm going to go with Sergio Mascaros. That's kind of a cool name as well. He can play right back, centre back, and defensive midfielder. For me, he can't play right back. He can't cross. He can't dribble. I've touched my glasses now. Smudged them. Yeah, for me, he's a centre back. He's a centre-back through and through. His anticipation's not good enough for being a defensive midfielder. I like good high anticipation for a defensive midfielder to break up the play. So, for me, he's a centre-back. So, yeah. His heading and jumping reaches, meh. He will improve. Right. 173, so 63 is going up by, which means he goes to 143. Not too bad. What's his personality saying? Very professional. Don't like how he's only got 5 pressure and 5 important matches, but we're going to leave it. We'll leave it as it is. Alvaro, work your magic. Let's go. Oh... In hell. Oh, God's sake. 52 million pounds. Look how bloody good he is. 52 million pounds. Ah, Valencia. It's whoever's doing these contracts. Ah, Sergio Mascaros is now up at 158. So he's played a bit. He's doing all right. Borgia Company up at 168. He's wanted by Tottenham. What's his release clause? 73 million. He's actually really improved now. He's actually looking really good. I like Capello. He's still here. He's loving life. Hello. Oh, 154 million pounds release clause. Actually, a proper bloody release clause. Fucking hell. Right, Arbeloa is still here. 4th again. Brilliant. We're at least we're being consistent. 28 million pounds in the budget. Excuse me. Made a profit last season. Made a profit the season before. Made a profit of 118 million the season before that. Made a profit. Profit. Oh, 13 million loss. Shoot us. Bloody hell. Yeah. So the only season we've not made a profit was season number 2. And it was we only spent 17 million pounds. So we made a profit every single season, and you're still giving him this paltry transfer budget. The debt's best be gone. You better believe it. Debts. Oh, right, fine. £56 million. The debts have nearly all gone. Right, that's acceptable. I will allow this under 19 squad then. And right, wheel. Let's do the wheel first. Let's not get ourselves all out of order. Come on. Let's get a bit of order back to proceedings. It's going a bit all over the place now. Players are just pissing off left, right, and centre. I don't know where I'm at. 181. 183. I'll take it. Now, I said I don't want a goalkeeper less than 185. So, goalkeeper's off the table. Right. Anthony Ayadele, I like that. I like him. He'd be just straight up at 182. I don't think I need a central midfielder. Jorm Boyks, younger brother of the traitor. Emilio Caballero, I like that name, but we don't need a left back. Yavi Villarino, kind of a cool name. Not bad in terms of his current potential ability either. Andres Alfonso, Moises Lozano, and Hugo Grandjean. I like Moises Lozano. He can play all across the front 3 and up front. So he can play all these 4 positions, which I think will be actually really good for our versatility of our squad. So let me take a look. So going to 183, that means we've gone up by 58, right? It was at 125. I should have really looked. 58, so that would be, 102, 152. So go to 152. I'm also looking at his personality. I'm not too keen on this personality either. So I think we're going to have a quick look at his personality. I'll do a little bit of tweaking of this off camera, actually, ready for the next season. So he'll have a new personality, and we'll check in on that when we come back. Oh, we've lost another one. It's bloody Ruben Gill. £70 million again. It's just depressing, innit? Right, Moises Lozano. We went fairly professional, so this is the breakdown. We've given a bit of professionalism, and yeah, okay, right. I boosted his loyalty to 18, and I think you can all understand why. I'm getting really sad at all the players leaving. I feel like they're all... We can't get more than 4 bloody Wonderkids. It's like 1 in, 1 out. George Mutt, he's wanted by Chelsea. Not for sale, apparently. So, yeah, where do we finish? So, Valencia, Arbeloa is still here. 4th again. Right, it's Groundhog Day once again. Look at Real Madrid, 103 points. Absolutely killing it here. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we keep losing the players. He's got £48 million to spend this season, actually. So, a little bit more money to spend. I mean, look, £70 million in for what's his face. He's making profits every single season. We need to spend some bloody money. What's the finances saying? Is that debt gone? That debt's still there. Not even paying that debt off. £79 million in the budget, in the bank, whatever. Oh, right. Under 19s. The good thing is we are in fourth. We have been there 3 seasons in a row, so we are moving in the right direction. I feel like we are. If we keep hold of a couple of our players for a couple of extra seasons, I think we really will kick on to that next level. We do still have 2 wildcards as well, but they're not removal, and also the 3 Wonderkids. So anyway, should we go and spin that wheel? Yeah, so we've been fourth 3 years in a row. I feel like we are just on the cusp. So a couple of Wonderkids. Well. That was an involuntary noise that... Please don't clip it. Is out of context? That might sound a bit weird. And yes, so we have 200. And we're going to deploy both wildcards. We're not removing 200. Because why would we? Like, realistically, you can't get much better than 200. So that's what we're not going to remove. Logical. And we're going to have the 3 Wonderkids. We've finished fourth 3 years in a row. We need something just to tick us over to that next level. And we're going to do it. And I'm going to cheese it. Let's make him 17. God, 2014 date of birth. 17. Anthony Ayadele. Right. Yeah. Okay. And he's going to be 199. He's already professional as well. This guy. Right. There we go. There's the first one. I'm going to go with goalkeeper. Yeah. Luis Sanchez indeed. So he's going to be, what, 71 more? And that's going to take him to 148. Is that going to be good enough for our first team goalkeeper? What's our first team goalkeeper saying? Literally, Christos Mandas, 148. So he's going to be the same ability. So as soon as he starts improving, bang, he's going to be in that first team and he's going to get to 200. He's going to get the game time. We've not really needed to do any loans either, have we? We've actually been quite lucky with that. So Anthony and Lewis, and we've got a third one, of course. And I mean, Hugo Grandjean. I mean, I imagine it's probably Hugo Grandjean, because he's got French as a second nationality. But I am English and I am saying Grandjean. It's a hilarious name. So he's going up to 200 and it's going to be 161. We don't need a striker. We don't really need a striker, unfortunately. We have got Borgia Company and Moises Lozano. I imagine, but they can both play as attacking mids and stuff. We've got Lorenzo Luca. Lorenzo Luca came in for £26.5 million. He's just coming off the bench. I say you need to start spending some money. Need to stop wasting bloody money. We're in 2032. Down to 2033. There's all the wild cards done. All we've now got left at our disposal is the wheel spins. And here is the short list. And we've still got everyone who was here before. Francisco Enguix is wanted by Chelsea. Chelsea just won our players, but they don't want to pay the release clause price. They just want to pay masses of money. They need a central midfielder, I believe. Man City want Angel Boyks from Arsenal. 198. Bloody good, isn't he? Oscar Blanco. Vincent Kompany's favoured personnel. Oh my God, Gonzalo Inacio is the captain. Oscar Blanco and Gonzalo Inacio are playing side by side. Ruben Gill as well. Oh dear. Sad times. But we've kept everyone. Borgia Company's wanted by Aston Villa. Anthony Ayadele is insane. Hugo Grandjean is good, not amazing. And Luis Sanchez in net has... he's barely played. He's improved to 155, but he's not played because Alvaro Arbeloa can't be arsed. He wants to play... well, who? Christos Mandas at 148? Have a word. Have a bloody word. Right. So we're third. We are in that sort of window. We're in the middle here now. We're starting to close the ground. We're catching them. Atletico Madrid down here on 69 points. We're on 80. 11 points clear, but we're 10 points behind Barcelona, who are 8 points behind Madrid. We're still 18 points off the pace. Sergio Tabacaro for Barcelona, 170. Anyway, right. Yeah, so third. We do need to sort of kick on a bit more, but we've Borgia Company up front, Moises Lozano on the left. We've got Yavi Garay, who came through the youth academy just of his own accord. Ayadele, Capello. So we're a bit shy of centre-backs, and we're a bit shy of... I wouldn't mind someone on the right midfield. What's Fran Perez saying? Oh, Fran Perez. No offence, Fran, you crap. So I want Sergio Mascaras as well at right back, and we've got a goalkeeper. So 2 centre-backs could be required, but we've got Martin Dardai at 137, Thomas Araujo at 150. Yeah. Eric Garcia can play defensive midfielder. but he can also play centre-back. Christian Mosquera is a centre-back at 142, yeah. So we will have better centre-backs. Right, I want someone on the right. Anthony Elanga's come in, 14.5 million from Udinese. Lorenzo Luca is listed and wanted. Listed for £8 million. What a depressing loss that is. Right, under 19 squad then, and let's go and spin the wheel. See what we're working with first of all. So, as usual, the wheel is spinning. As you can see, they're starting to look a lot bigger. These are now 182. Oh, so 182. They're starting to look a lot bigger now. And as you can see, 180, 181, and 182 are all together now because when some of them are being removed, it's now causing numbers to sort of, have new neighbours, essentially. Okay, and who do we have that can play on the right? Our options are limited, but hey, I think in Jesus we trust. Jesus is going to be the man who's going to save us. Our Lord and Saviour, Jesus. Our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Cabanas. He's balanced in terms of his personality. I don't like that. Ambition, right, that's going up. 12 maybe. Potential ability, what I can't remember what the spin was now. 182 was it? 182, 62. So that's going to go straight to 144. So he's actually going to be worse than Fran. And knowing Alvaro Arbeloa, he's probably going to play him up front with 8 finishing. Okay, right, so we've still lost some of the players. We've kept every bugger else. We've kept everyone else. Right, Sergio Mascaros wants to leave because he wants a new contract. Give him a new contract then. Give him a new contract. Jesus. Borgia Company's wanted still, and this time it's by Manchester United. Right, Jesus is at 150. He's played a little bit. Luis Sanchez is now at 168, doing pretty well for himself. Alvaro Arbeloa is still here. He's finished third yet again, and we are closing in. We are now just 10 points behind Real Madrid, 6 points behind Barcelona, and we are 18 points clear of Atletico Madrid in fourth. So the big two is now becoming the big three in Spain, and Valencia becoming part of that. Now, we haven't actually gone and done anything of note yet. We haven't won a Europa League. We haven't won a Spanish Cup, although we have come runner-up twice, and we've actually come runner-up this season, losing in extra time. Hannibal. Oh my God. He's on loan from AC Milan. AC Milan paid £111 million for him. They paid £111 million for him. They paid £10 million for whoever. Optional future fee, £80 million. If you buy him, honestly, Arbeloa, if you buy him, I'll be fuming. Actually spending a bit of money though. Spending more than we got in this season, last couple of years, actually. So we're set up front up here. We are really set in terms of up front. Hugo Grandjean is representing up front now. He's playing a bit more. They're playing Hannibal on the right. You've just got Jesus at 150. He's now overtaken Fran Perez. Regis Zakuani came in from Anderlecht. Yavi Garay still here. That's nice. Nice that we can keep tabs on him as well, isn't it? I can't remember the name of the other guy, but he's long gone, unfortunately. He was long gone. Let's go to the under-19 squad then. We need to spin the wheel, first of all. We do need to spin the wheel. Now, I'm almost certain that today's this wheel spin is going to yield a centre-back. It's only going to be one, of course. We're out of wild cards. And it's going to be a great one. It's ticked over 188, which I'd have been very happy with, to 195, which, to be honest, I'm absolutely ecstatic with. I said we needed a centre-back. And really, who have we got to choose from? We've got Pablo Leal, Federico Vasta, Josiba Moreno, Guillermo Ultra, who's actually got 154 potential ability anyway, so I might not touch him. Ramon Dominguez, who's positionally a little bit all over the place, and he's got decent potential anyway. George Tamayo or Mandiu Kayentao. I mean, it's Mandiu Kayentao, isn't it? Brilliant at marking. Apparently. His potential ability is already 95. So to get to 195 is very easy. Very easy maths here. And his current ability will go to 145. Happy days. He's fairly professional. And we're going to fairly professionally move on to 2035. What a weird segue that was. Okay, so Elea Capello is still here as one of our old school players. We've also still got Borgia Company, who's 25, the two longest serving standing veterans of the club. We've lost no one else, which is fantastic. Sergio Mascaros is at 167. Moises Lozano at 183. He's hit his potential and looks pretty decent indeed. Not capped that much for Spain though. You'd think he'd be capped more. Hugo Grandjean at 184 is, well, he's been representing France and he scored 8 in 19. Anthony Ayadele is unhappy about failing to win a domestic cup. Okay, I mean, that's something to be unhappy about. Jesus is at 153. He's not really playing. Mandy UK and Tau is at 154. He's played 26 times. Brilliant. Okay, so he's on the move. Alvaro Arbeloa is still in charge and well. Oh my God, goal difference. I was just sort of basking in the glory of the fact that we've won, and we've won it on goal difference. And we nearly threw it away, actually. We lost 3 of the last 5 games, so we were top. We've got to go look at the past positions. We've been there or thereabouts all season. Let's have a look at Real Madrid. Oh, so Real Madrid have been nowhere to be seen. It's us and Barcelona that have duked it out, and Barcelona at the last have finished third. They've thrown it away in match week 35. As they lost to Real Madrid. How fitting is that? That's actually quite nice. I like that. Real Madrid was top at the start, and they've been very consistently third all season. A couple of weeks doing fourth, and then up in second towards the end. On the whole, we deserve this. We've been top 3 different times this season, second for most of the rest of it, apart from the first, 6 weeks, where points were a little bit scatty. And we could have had games in hand at this point. So, excuse me. Sorry, let me just journey back. Anthony Ayadele, unhappy about failing to win a domestic cup. Are you fucking having a laugh? You've just won the pissing league. Far better than the domestic cup. You miserable twat. We lost in the final again. It's not even like we didn't do well. We lost in the final. Yeah, 2-0. Anthony Ayadele, unhappy about failing to win a domestic cup. You're unhappy. 1, we've won the league. 2, you got a 6.3. I'm holding you personally bloody responsible. God, and breathe. Dickhead. Doesn't even exist, this person. I'm annoyed by him. I don't even want to sell him. I don't even want him to leave either, because he'd probably get sold for pittance. He's a 200 potential ability player, 199 current ability player. So, yeah. We'll let it go. You let it go, Anthony. Chill out. Right. We've won the league. Well, hey, we've actually won the league on goal difference as well, which is not too dominant, is it? How do we do in the Champions League then? We got to the quarterfinals and lost on penalties to Arsenal. So we're not doing great in the Champions Leagues. How have we been doing in the Champions League? So let's have a look at that. So we've just lost we lost to Barcelona. We actually got to the final of the Champions League in 2030-31. There we go. I didn't even realise that. Maybe we should have been checking in a bit more. Right, we'll start checking in a bit more now. Apparently the final has just not been played anywhere. Why that's happened, I don't know. Real Madrid, AC, Newcastle, and Barcelona. Oh, AC Milan won the Champions League. Oscar Blanco and Ruben Gil representing. Go on, lads. Oscar Blanco. That really upset me, that did. There's your wild card, Oscar Blanco and Angel Boyks. Shit, innit? Right, okay. And we've got a new Wonderkid to get. We've won the league. We've got another Wonderkid to get. First things first, though, let's get our ducks in a row and let's spin that bloody wheel. God, there's not that many values left now. But we are still absolutely killing it. I mean, I can't grumble at 188, but when you've just ticked over 192 and next one after was 197, oh dear. Right, who are we going to go with then? Who shall we go with? I feel like Osang Diuk is a great name. Tony Matas, I quite like that name. Abraham Tejera, Ignacio Fornals, Francesco Troilo, Samba Traore, Ramon Lopez, George Tamayo, we've seen him. Have we seen him before? Jose Suarez, Pau Ortels, Sergio Pryor, Fabio, Adrian Vegas. No relation to Johnny, I don't think. I like the look of Ramon Lopez. Just sounds kind of a cool name. He's a model citizen. He's a model bloody citizen. 188. Let's have him. Ramon Lopez. Welcome to the club. 188. That's what, 58 more. So that's going to be what? 122. Ooh. We might need to find a loan move for old Ramon. Might be the first one. Okay. So yeah, these are all right. Okay, so we've lost Sergio Mascaros, £135 million to Juve. So again, it's depressing, but I'll tell you what, with a potential ability of 173, not actually even there, he's 23 years old, £135 million. That's more bloody like it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I call a transfer fee. Chelsea still want Francisco. I didn't send Ramon out on loan. Oh, hang on. Hugo Grandjean's wanted by Man City. Moises Lozano's wanted by Man City. Great. Man City are going to come shopping. They've got £346 million in the bank. They could probably beat them. Hugo Grandjean. 200. Oh, okay. He's got a £298 million release clause. Right. At least that's something. Moises Lozano. £499 million release clause. Right, that is what I'm bloody saying. I mean, he's on £400,000 a week. They've actually put some bloody release clauses in. That's good. I'm pleased at that. Right. I didn't send Ramon Lopez out in the end. I wanted to see, because of Valencia B, I wondered if he'd get a few games for them and see how he would potentially improve. Well, he's actually played 18 times for the first team. 17 of them were off the bench, unfortunately, but he has improved from 120 something to 131. So he's now on the periphery, and it might be worth looking here. I mean, here he's considerably worse than quite a few players, but he has been given some game time, which is good. What's not so good is the fact that we finished second, and Barcelona have actually come out of absolutely nowhere. Real Madrid have won it for years and years and years. We come out of nowhere and nick it. Barcelona not only win it with 100 points, unbeaten season. So there you go. We finished second, 10 points clear of Real Madrid. Hugo Grandjean second in the top goal scorers charts. Edward Brown and Anthony Ayadele are both top of the assist pile. Anthony Ayadele is no longer unhappy. He's let it go that he's not won a Spanish Cup. And I'll tell you why he's let it go. Because we have won the Spanish Cup. 3-0 against Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Javi Garay, the unaltered youth prospect, scoring the opening goal. Borja Company with a brace in the second half. Borja Company, I feel like he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's played left back. Why? Who's done that? Alvaro, no doubt. Dick. He's come off the bench a lot in the bloody Champions League. Do you know what? He's not really played much at all. He's coming off the bench a hell of a lot. He's a sub merchant. He scored 2 goals in the Spanish Cup in the final. That's it. Talk about coming off the bench and announcing yourself with a bang. Came on in the 25th minute for Hugo Grandjean, the injured Hugo Grandjean, yeah. Okay, Anthony Ayadele this time. He got a 6.5. He was just as crap. And look at that. Talk about absolutely demanding a place in the team. Borja Company comes off the bench in the Spanish Cup final, scores a brace in a 3-0 win. Hugo Grandjean is getting a 6.2 in the Champions League final. A 6.2. Alvaro Arbeloa says, Borja, get yourself warmed up, son. Go and keep those Barca defenders company. Hey? Yeah. Gets him to warm up. 59th minute, he comes on and scores the only goal of the game in a 1-0 win. We've won the Champions League. So that's the Spanish Cup, the Champions League, and the Spanish First Division have all been won by Valencia. And we are in season 12. Of course, we have just come second in the league, and we do want to build a bit of a legacy. We do have 20 years to go through, so we will continue to do that. I just want to quickly look at some of the signings. So they've spent £95 million here, and they've put it out quite nicely. Did the Evers... Look at that, £151 million coming in. Hannibal's loan move was never made permanent, which is fantastic. He's now listed for 3.6 million when Milan bought him for 111. To be fair, he did play for quite a few seasons for them. And he was actually, he scored 3 in 3 in the season where he went on loan to Valencia. So I don't know why they loaned him out. He was clearly part of the first team. Anyway, there's a small matter of a Wonderkid that we need to spin the wheel for. So there we go. Look at this. Look at the segments of this wheel now. They're absolutely massive. It's like a chocolate orange. Is it? I don't know. 191. God, we can't get away from the 190s and 180s. We're going to have a very dismal last 5 years. It's going to be just 170s left, isn't it? 191. Right. Well, we've just lost matey boy, haven't we? He went to Juve for 135 million. What was his name? Mascaros. Sorry. Mascaros. So George Tamayo. Good name. I'm liking the name already. We've already referenced him. He's professional in terms of his personality. 18. Like that. He can play on the right. He can play centre-back. He can play right midfield. I'd rather he didn't. Let's have a look. He's at 131. This is easy maths. 191. That's just upgrading of 60, which means he goes to 168. Happy days. On we move. Okay, so... Angel Boyks. Borja Company. Oh my God, he's on loan. They've loaned out Borja Company to Real Sociedad. That is such a slap in the face. He's just won the Spanish Cup with a brace and scored the only goal in the Champions League final. And you loan him out with an optional future fee of £89 million. I'll be honest, £89 million for him is a bargain. Current ability 170, potential ability 178. He's still only 27. He will hit that 178 if he gets a bit more game time. He deserves... hang on. When did he go? He went in January, and he's played pretty much every game. Right, you deserve to get him, Real Sociedad. Can they afford him? They can't. So he's not going. He's coming back. You've just been mugged off, Alvaro. Everyone down here is still happy. Still happy down here. Hugo Grandin still wanted by City. Jesus wanted by PSG. Jesus is at 165. He's not really played much. He's played a lot this most recent season. Only 12 of those were starts. 14 were off the bench. He did get 7 goals and 7.27. He's starting to break into the team. Mandiu Kayentau is fantastic. Look at that for a player. 20 decisions. Well, it'd be a wise decision never to leave this club. Mandio. Ramon Lopez is now up at 140, and I'm quite pleased with his progress, so I'm probably not going to even facilitate a loan move for him now. George Tamayo at 169. Brilliant. Just brilliant. 21 games last season for Valencia. Fantastic stuff. Second again, Arbeloa is still here and still in charge, large and in charge. And again, like Real Madrid, almost out of nowhere. They were third and nowhere to be seen last season, and then they've just finished top of the league, only losing to Barcelona all season. We lost to Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Sociedad, who beat Barcelona. Barcelona 4 points behind us. We were 10 points off the pace. Villarreal, 2 goal scorers in the top 3. Top 2, should I say. You know, very impressive. So we've got a very, very strong shortlist. We've got a very strong squad of players. We've got a goalkeeper who is at 200 out of 200 and one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He wants to leave because he wants a new contract. For the love of God, give him a new pissing contract. If you lose him on a free, this experiment's over. Alaya Capello is still there, 29. Kayentau, brilliant. George Tamayo, brilliant. Ramon Lopez is coming through. Anthony Ayadele is now up at 200 out of 200. He's wanted by Chelsea, of course he is. Still seeking out that central midfielder. Moises Lozano is doing very, very well for himself, romping down that left-hand side. Edward Brown, signed for free from Tottenham. I can get on board with Edward Brown playing instead of Jesus. Edward Brown's better than Jesus. Again, don't clip that. Hugo Grandin, of course, 197 out of 200. He's nearly at his potential. He is... Do you know what? His goal return is actually quite poor. I'm actually really disappointed with his goal return. For a player that good, he's got 17 in 34 last season. He's got 67 in 142 overall. 19 in 42 for France. Well... Oh, sorry. I was about to say, let's move on. No, we need another Wonderkid, don't we? Okay, so we are rapidly running out of some of the higher figures, and yeah, 181. 181 it is. Happy enough with 181, to be honest. I mean, you know, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? 181. I think I fancy another centre-back. I'm going to go Moises. I'm straight in there. He's resolute. We're having it. We're just not going to mess about this time. 181, up of 61, which means he goes to 133. Rapid fire maths. We have missed out on a couple of names. Raul Soto, Mohamed Silla, Yaya Didou, Enzo, Jose Carlos Bonilla, Christian Okoye. Alaya Capello is still here at Valencia. Borja Company is now at Atletico Madrid. He's gone on loan again. This time, did he... Again, he played 16 times starting for us last season. He's gone to Atletico. He's not done great goal scoring wise, but optional future fee of £76 million. They've got no budget. They can't afford him. He's coming back again. Stop loaning him out. Moises Lozano here, still here. Oh, 210 million. Hugo Grandin, 18 and 33 for Man City. Who played up front then? Oh my God, it's been a bloodbath. Anthony Ayadele, 285 million. Gone to Chelsea. Finally, Chelsea get that central midfielder. Alvaro Arbeloa is still here. We've spent £176 million. Simone Scotta is not bad. Aleo Jankowski, again, not bad. Goran Dragic is actually very good. Yeah, very good. £55 million from Liverpool. Sergio Fernandez from Bayern Munich. Don't know why we bought a left back, especially not one that shit, but hey, it is what it is. And there you go, as you can see, £428 million in. Hugo Grandin and Anthony Ayadele. 2 of our 3 wildcards. Now, of course, we've done very well with them on the way up to here. Who's been playing up front? Well, it's been Aleo Jankowski, 16 and 32. He's actually done quite well goal scoring wise. We finished second. Only 2 points behind Real Madrid. Both teams won the last 5 games. So, you know, what more could you do? We only lost once all season as well. Too many draws. We lost to Sociedad as well. Beat Madrid twice. Mental. Right. So we're second once again. And we've lost in the extra time to Barcelona in the Cup. But it's our second Champions League. Moises Lozano with the opening goal and Simone Scotta And we get to rub it in the face of our former player, Sergio Mascaros, who's gone to Juve. And we beat them in the final of the Champions League. So that's a second Champions League, despite we lost 2 of our players that were 200 potential ability. Craziness, especially considering that we didn't win anything else. Ruben Gill, best assister there, just noticed. So we've lost 2 players. We have lost 2 players, striker and a central midfielder. Do we need a striker? I do feel like we need a striker, but it depends on the ability. I think we might have to hold on if it's a... Oh, I was about to say if that's 200, we'll have him. I'm not sure about 177. Borgia Company's not a million miles away from 177. Maybe we can have him back. Let's have Borgia back and he can get into the team. In terms of central midfielders, I'm not too sad. We've got Edward Brown who can play there. We've got Ramon Lopez who can come through. We are doing all right defensively. We've got 4 nice defenders. I wouldn't mind an extra defender, to be honest. Even though we bought Goran Dragovic, I wouldn't mind potentially another defender. I mean, I like the name Pablo Palazzi, but I also like just David. Just go David. Dave. What did we get? 177. What's 55? Put 116. Very professional personality. Borgia Company has been back, and did he play much this last season? He did, actually. He played 29 times, 16 starts, 13 off the bench, 15 goals. He actually did a little bit of stuff for us this season. Of course, we've got... Nobody else has left. David is here in the Valencia B team, and he's playing quite a lot, so I'm quite happy with that. Everyone else is... I mean, Jesus is wanted by Chelsea. Moises Lozano wanted by Man City. I feel like we're about to get gutted. Alvaro Arbeloa is still here, and he is... We've got over £200 million in the budget. And about bloody time. Who's Chris Jones? Signed in from Man City, right back. First in the Spanish league. We've won the league by 3 points ahead of Barcelona. Barcelona won the last game of the season, so... We actually lost close to the end of the season in Barcelona, so really, it was us that nearly threw it away. 96 points, Barcelona 93. We did very, very well indeed. Unfortunately, Barcelona extracted a modicum of revenge by beating us in the final of the Cup yet again. That's the second time in 2 years. We've come run up a hell of a lot in this competition. Only won it once. And of course, just the one Champions League. And we lost in the semi-final to Leipzig, who actually went on to win it. So there you go. A good season all round, winning the league. That's our second one so far. 2 leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, and 1 Spanish Cup. You can't really grumble at that up at this point, but we do have more Wonderkids to do. We've got 5 more seasons still to go. Can we cement that legacy and really kick on? Now, do we let them back, Borgia Company? Or do we... Again, it depends. Again, I was hoping 194. That's your striker, not a 172. Sorry. 172. 172. And who should we go with? I mean, I say 172, 172, and we're not doing a striker. I want to do Pierre Deng. We are doing a striker. He's now up at 151, is old Pierre Deng. Let's see how he gets on and see how we do going forward into 2040. Borgia Company's now listed. I feel really bad for him. He's played nearly most of the season. 19 starts, 10 off the bench, 13 goals. Only have been capped twice by Spain. I feel like he's a really good player that's just never been given the respect that he actually deserves. Scoring in the Champions League final, and the only goal in the Champions League final, and scoring in a brace in the bloody Cup final. Sergio Mascaros has left Juve and gone to Real Madrid on loan with an optional future fee of £78 million. Have him back. Hijack that deal. Can't see if anyone else has moved at all. They haven't. Hugo Grandjean he's scoring quite a few for Man City, to be fair. He's not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. Alvaro Arbeloa then, and we are once again in second place, 6 points off the pace of Real Madrid. Jesus is actually playing a lot now and got a 7.74. He's hit his potential. A phenomenal player. He's absolutely brilliant. And we're nowhere to be seen. Oh, we lost in the semi-final to Real Madrid. There we go then in the Spanish Cup. And Champions League. What's happening here then? We weren't even in... We lost on penalties to Roma in the quarter-final. Kane Tao getting sent off the 24th minute. That's pretty disappointing. I expect more from you, Mandy Kane Tao, especially with 20 decisions. That was not a wise decision, was it? Not a wise decision at all. Okay, Valencia. We are back in the youth squad. And of course, we've got to spin that wheel, and we're probably going to get another 170. Almost certainly. He's jinxed it into existence. It's a 187. It's a 187. 187. You love to see it. And just having a look at the youth team. Oh, look at this. We've got a left back with 169 potential, Jose Manuel Allegri. The name that's sticking out is Xavier Pitta. He's professional. He's central midfielder. I think we've been we didn't desperately need a central midfielder because we had Ramon Lopez, but I feel like Ayadele leaving has left a hole in the middle of the midfield. So it'd be a Pitta if I didn't pick him. 187. He's going up by 79, which makes him go to 163. So that's a very good what's it indeed. And he's got 20 loyalty. So yeah, he should stay here for the duration, which would be excellent. Excellent. Yeah, he's going to be better than Ramon Lopez straight off the bat. Do you know what? Ramon is actually surplus to requirements. He's now light-hearted as well. We should have maybe done some loan moves for Ramon. We dropped the ball with him. I can't be bothered now. Too far gone. Okay, so looking over the shortlist here, we're back in 2041. Borgia Company is now no longer listed. Again, 32 games, 9 goals. Not a great goal scoring return, but he's playing week in, week out. Oh, whoa. Sergio Mascaros has gone from Juve to bloody Man City. Real Madrid decided they didn't want to keep him. Man City have managed to get him for £30 million. £38 million. £46 million in total. A 173 player. Unbelievable. Oh, for God's sake. Moises Lozano. 80 million. 80 million. Are you joking? Are you actually kidding me? £69 million, 80 including add-ons. I feel like we've been robbed again by AC Milan. That's the second time in this experiment we've been absolutely fleeced by them. Luis Sanchez is just still representing. No one's even interested in our goalkeeper. Good. Hugo Grandjean, yeah. Oh, here we go. Jesus Mandukieta is still there. He's wanted by City and Chelsea. Ramon Lopez is joining Inter Milan. He's already there on loan. He's now already up at 154. Mandatory future fee of £48 million. Ramon Lopez, I'm hoping he gets to his 188. I'd like him to. Oh, Moises, defence, or defensive midfield, should I say. £67 million to Bayern Munich. £54 million up front. Another 13 in add-ons. Xavier Pitta has played a lot, wanted by Lyon and Aston Villa. Hopefully not going to be sold, but we have been gutted once again. Alvaro Arbeloa once again is representing the squad. He's still here. We won by a point ahead of Real Madrid, and Real Madrid drew on the last day of the season. We drew the game before. So what happened here then? Past positions. Look at that. Oh, we were top for a while. Us and Real Madrid kept switching, and we kept switching for the same amount of time. It was like boom, boom, boom. We were top for twice. Oh no, Real Madrid were top here as well. So yeah, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 7. Boom, boom. Yeah, like Real Madrid were top for an extra week each time, and then at the end they couldn't hold on for that extra week. It was a quick switcheroo. We had a pretty poor start, didn't we? Lost to Girona. No, beat Girona. We lost to Barcelona on the first game of the season. Oh, then we lost to Atletico Madrid. Okay, so we've won the league. Atletico Madrid won the Spanish Cup, but Alvaro Arbeloa has gone and got his 3rd Champions League. Ibrahima Keita and Javi Garay with the goals. 3 Champions Leagues for Alvaro. He has been unbelievable. He's almost certainly going to be club legend. He is there. He's underneath Rafa Benitez. Okay, so another Wonderkid on the horizon. And what's it going to be? I mean, look at this now. There's very, very few values still remaining. It's going to be 176. 176 it is. And straight away, I'm not even going to mess around here. It's Jonathan Tiny. I just love the fact he's called Jonathan Tiny. Don't even really need a left back. But Jonathan Tiny, welcome to the club. The 176, sorry. So that would be a jump of 65, which means 111. Right. Maybe something needs to happen with Jonathan. Maybe try and get him a loan move. Potentially. George Mutt is retiring. Elia Capello has gone to Man City. He left on a free. Oh, you dickhead. You dickhead. Anyone else has moved. Borgia Company is still here. He's been really mistreated. 11 in 35. Again, he's not done that great. Who else is still here? Oh, Mandiu Kayentau has gone to Man City for £138 million. Ramon Lopez is now up at 164 and turning into a real player. Moises, we'd seen he'd gone to Bayern Munich. David is also now at Bayern Munich. He moved for £34.5 million. Obviously, they saw the potential in him. Disappointing. We're losing more players hand over fist. We are winning the league, though. We've won the league again. 2 in a row. Oh, on goal difference. No, not on goal difference. Head to head. Real Madrid beat us 1-0. We beat them 3-1. So yeah, he must be head-to-head in Spain. Rules. Can't really see. Can't really see the rules. But yeah, it looks like it's head-to-head. So there's that. Right, okay. We've won the league again on the same points as Real Madrid. We actually lost and drew in the last 5 games, as did Real Madrid. We actually lost on the last game of the season, so we made it hard for ourselves. We genuinely did make it hard for ourselves. Where are we? There. Lost to Atletico Madrid. So Atletico nearly helped Real win it, but it was already done by then, actually. It was already done. Because of goal difference. Right. We get another Spanish Cup. Any chance? No. No Champions League either. We lost in the final to AC Milan. Oscar Blanco played. Ruben Gil, unused sub. Man of the match. Moises Lozano. Moises! Oh. Okay. The penultimate wheel spin. Season 19. Wonderkid. Well, not 19, but the wheel spin of number 19 wheel spin for the 19th round of Wonderkids. And stop! Oh, it's nice that we've got these bigger sections now. We've got a 196, and I feel that now that is going to have to be the striker. Esteban is driven. Esteban, 196. It's 85. He's going to double his current ability. He's going to straight away be up at 170. Esteban, will he go into the first team? He'll be better than Borja Company. God, look at how sparse the team is. The good thing is, though, is there's actually a lot of players here that have nothing to do with us that have been bought in because of some of the money that's come in. Like they've bought in these players like Max Kvitova. He's actually a semi-decent player. Yeah, he's 27. I wouldn't have liked to have spent that much money on a 27-year-old, but it is what it is. I mean, Carlos Perez, again, he's actually a bit rubbish. Anyway, let's move on. Look at this. AC Milan dominating the top of this chart of players. The short list then. George Mutt's long gone. Did he become a legend at Man City? There he is. George Mutt. And so Borja Company has finally got his move. £12.75 million to Juve from Valencia. That's so insulting. I feel really bad for Borja. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Jesus, Mandu Keita, yeah, Ramon Lopez. The two that went to Bayern. Then yeah, you got Pierre Deng at 156. Esteban still at 170. Did alright, but didn't. I'm not sure why. Not improved much. But another Spanish league win. This time by 9 points. Not leaving it to head-to-head record. 3 in a row now for Valencia and Alvaro Arbeloa, who is still here. And Atletico beat Real in the final of the Cup. Champions League, Real beat Leipzig, so we weren't there. And Alvaro Arbeloa is still below Rafa Benitez in terms of club legends, but Jesus has somehow snuck himself into being a club legend. He couldn't buy a game in the first few seasons. They weren't interested. But now, he's one of the best players. He's one of the best players. Second best player in the league. We've got one more wheel spin. We've got one final wheel spin. And, of course, we're going to shuffle it. Let's shuffle it. We always like to have a shuffle, and we've shuffled it onto 200. Well, let's move round. Let's keep going. Let's see. Can we go all the way back round to 200? Oh, we might just... Oh, no, it's slowing too much. That teased me, that did. That was going quite quick. I thought we were going to get to 200, and it slowed right down. 180. That's underwhelming, that is. That's actually a bit of an anticlimax. And who do we go with? And I'm looking... Manu Almane, Hugo Lavin. He's actually quite good. Allegre has got a good... Diego, look at that, 172. Oh my God, Ruben Zagala, 183 already. At 116 out of 183. Get him some game time. Diego. Whoa, Diego. Hector Pascual, who played defensive midfield centre-back. He's fairly determined. He's going to get it. 180, so 79 increased by, which means it goes straight to 150. So a nice, easy little bit of maths. That's the last Wonderkid. The last Wonderkid indeed. Here we go. And how do we get on with them? Elia Capello is retiring at Man City. Oscar Blanco had gone to Saudi Arabia to get the bag. Good boy. Good lad. He's retiring. Angel Boyks. Angel Boyks at Arsenal. He's there as an icon. De Zerbi's in charge. 176 in 417. Underwhelming, to be honest, his goal return. I'd say Grandjean, his goal return was a bit underwhelming as well. Not too bad at Man City, but you'd expect more. You would expect more. Is anyone else left? I can't see if anyone's left. Doesn't look like anyone's left here. Esteban is now up at 175. He's wanted by Arsenal. He's unhappy. Wants a new deal, understandably. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even notice he's 6'6". He's got 20 jumping reach and 20 heading. Oh my God. Get him on corners. Oh, not get him on corners. Get corners whipped into him. 20 bravery. Great composure. Work rate. Oh, whip those crosses in for him. Alvaro Arbeloa is still here. He's still here. He finished second. Oh, this time losing out on head-to-head. Lost to Real Madrid twice. 99 points apiece. Barcelona on 94th. The top three. Bloody hell. We couldn't get another Spanish Cup, but we did get another Champions League, beating Man City in the final. Cayentao getting injured. Mascaros getting booked. Man City have come after our players plenty of times over the years, and we've bashed them back. Esteban missed a penalty as well. I'm going to go and simulate on into the future, a few more years for these guys. So I'm going to come back in about 5 years' time. I'll see you soon. Okay, so those 5 years are up, and some of the players, of course, have gone now. Let's have a look here. Luis Sanchez is still at Valencia, almost certainly going to be a club legend. We've got Zeva Slaja is in charge. Alvaro Arbeloa, he's now the manager of Al Hilal. He left to go and become the manager of Spain, actually. Hired as a Spain manager, and Spain became the World Cup winner. Spain have won the World Cup multiple times, yeah, in this experiment. Understandably so. Did they win the Euros? Yes, they have. They won a couple of Euros as well. Norway won one. Interesting. Anthony Ayodele is still at Chelsea. Hugo Grandjean at Manchester City. He did pretty well, didn't he, in the end? Jesus went to Al Ittihad. George Tamayo's there. Moises David went to Borussia Dortmund. So he left Bayern to go to Dortmund. Oh, Xavier Pitter went to Man City, £173 million. Esteban's still here, though, at 24 years old. 40 in 39 for Spain, and he's really started to kick on and score. What a lot of goals that is. 33 in 35, 32 in 35. The first division. Oh, we've won the league 4 out of 5 times, ladies and gentlemen. Esteban is winning the Golden Boot for the last 4 of the last 5 years as well. The only other time it was with Jesus won it with 25 goals. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. 46-47. How many did he score? 21. Crazy. And we have got some more Spanish Cups to our name. We've actually won another 3 in the last 5 years. The funny thing is quite a lot of the players, we've actually had a bigger collection of players up to this point in the squad. But for some reason now, it's just all gelled and we're doing really well. Again, in the last 5 years, it's been us and Man City winning the Champions League, alternating. We've had 4 in the last 6. We've just beaten AC Milan. Esteban with a goal. Ryan Green also with a goal. 34-year-old Ryan Green. Okay, well, we've done very well. Yeah, it's been a good bit of success for Valencia over the last few years. We are going to go. A few people have come in. No one's really been here apart from Alvaro Arbeloa, who's been here for 16 years of this experiment. He's had an absolute field day. A few more years then of simulation. Let's go and get to sort of another 5-6 years in. Okay, so we've only got a few more players here. A few players left, sorry. David's still at Dortmund. Moyes is still at Bayern. Pierre Deng's gone to Real Betis. He actually went there via Inter Milan for £74 million. Esteban's still here at Valencia, and Hector Pascual is also still here at Valencia. Everyone else is retired. So we've got Manolo Carrasco in charge, and we've won. It's 2055, so another 6 years has passed. We've won another 3 Spanish League titles and 5 Champions Leagues. So we really have laid the foundation and really put ourselves on the map as one of the best teams in the world. And yeah, another few Spanish Cups, another 3 Spanish Cups, sorry. So yeah, we've absolutely cleaned up 12 Champions Leagues in 23 years. 22 years? 32 years. 32 years. And it took a while to get going. Of course it did. Of course it did. And yeah, there you go. Here is the current team, the current ability of the squad. And you've got, obviously, Esteban up there. You've got Ruben Zagala, who we saw. He was in the youth academy. We did see Ruben Zagala, didn't we, at 183. We've got Robert Clotet, Luciano, Thomas Calvier, Jonathan Tiny. Why didn't I put him on the bloody shortlist? I forgot to put old Tiny on the shortlist. He's a legendary fullback. Sorry, Jonathan. My bad. Thomas Calvier, signed for 7.25 million from Racing Club. Now, Xaver Schlager was here for 8 years. He's done very well. Arbeloa is there. Antonio Perchades, Mario Kempes. A lot of the players are now back down in icons. You know, you're looking at Jesus. He's down as an icon. Has anyone won the Ballon d'Or? That's a good point. Who won the Ballon d'Ors? So, early doors, there was no one. Cole Palmer won a Ballon d'Or. Now, I believe he will have had a big boost with this data update because of how good he was last season. So, yeah. Rodrigo at PSG did very well. Endrick at Chelsea. But we're getting into the 40s and we've got no one. Not even a player of our players who's gone to another club. Oh, here we go. Hugo Grandjean won a Ballon d'Or in 2045, 46. Oh, and then it's the Esteban show. The Esteban show. He's 30 years old. He last won the Ballon d'Or at 27 years old. He's won it for like 5 years in a row. He's been phenomenal. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Winning trophy after trophy after trophy. Just absolutely killing it. What a player. Well, Esteban's been the guy, hasn't he? His heading and jumping reach have fallen down. Weird. Okay, well, that's that. That is it. That is the end of today's experiment. And Valencia have won plenty of trophies thanks to all the Wonderkids that we have put into this club. And that, I will say thank you so much to everyone who's watching these videos in their entirety. They're over an hour long. It takes... I'm currently recording now. The current recording time is over 2 hours, 20 minutes. It's over an hour on the channel. You guys are watching them in your droves. They're getting really a lot of views. Some of you are watching them who are not subscribed, so please do subscribe. But yeah, all the interaction, the comments and the likes, I really do appreciate it all. Any ideas how you can help evolve this series to make it be better, please let me know, because I have so much fun making these, recording these and following the story of these teams. So whether it's ideas for teams to do this with, what nations to be in, etc., or ideas for wildcards and all that good stuff, please let me know, because I've got ideas of other teams I want to do this with. Get in the comments and let me know your ideas as soon as you can. But other than that, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Please do drop a like on the video, and like I say, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. We are chasing, well, there's no real milestone really. It's going to be a long time before we hit other milestones. But hey, if all of you people who are watching this subscribed, we'd be flying up in the subscriptions. So yeah, subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.